What's up? Welcome everybody to another episode of Pages from Rock Bottom. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kim, and tonight we are joined with Spencer. Waking up before it was too late, the turning point of Spencer Kouts. So viewer discretion is advised. That we are going to be talking about incarceration, substance use, addiction. So viewer discretion, listener discretion is advised. Trigger warning: if you guys get triggered, tread lightly with yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Tread lightly. Welcome. Tell us who you are, where you're from.
Spencer Kouts from Salina.
Salina, Ohio. He said, yeah.
The big Grand Lake.
I seen that.
Big septic pool.
Yeah.
What was it?
The septic pool.
Oh, God. No. Is that true?
Man, there's some algae.
Let's say like 10 years ago, you wasn't even allowed swimming in that lake.
Oh, really? See?
It was killing animals.
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Blue algae. It was wiping them out.
That's okay. So duly noted. Thanks for the warning. I don't want to go to that lake anymore.
Well, it used to be a swamp that they turned into a lake.
It's a big lake.
It used to be a big swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Do what?
You just want to kick it off and take us back?
Yeah. Say the first time I actually used anything, my stepdad committed suicide when I was, say, about 8, 9 years old. My real father was in prison. He got out. He introduced me to marijuana, which I don't think that's a big deal. But say past that, maybe 2-3 years, I started doing pills. Then at the age of 11, I was diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic, manic depression. They had me on Xanax, Seroquel, started abusing that. About 8th grade, I started getting into, so I'd say about 6th grade, I started getting into harder drugs, started trying coke, trying downers. By the time I was 7th grade, I was already full-blown druggie. I couldn't stay out of trouble. I couldn't stay in school. I couldn't keep focused to football. It was just all about getting high, trying to make money, trying to look cool, you know?
Oof.
Um,
That's usually how it starts, isn't it? You,
yeah, hell yeah.
You start
Hell yeah.
in a crowd of people and you're like, well, what's that? You know, that's how it was with me. Like, my brothers were older, you know, and I was the youngest, and it started off like, you guys are smoking weed? What's that like? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, you know?
We spent a lot of time on his front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I still got that note, Matt.
There's a note?
Me and him got caught smoking weed by my mom.
Yeah.
And the only way Matt could ever fucking come over to the house again is if we signed a fucking contract with my mom saying we wouldn't smoke weed on the front porch no more.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. But it didn't work, though, did it?
No, we just
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till she goes to bed.
Yeah.
The punk ass dog telling on us all the time. I had a miniature Yorkie that would tell on me.
Oh, yeah. Look,
He'd go straight to mom's room, start barking.
yeah. Tell on you. Oh, that's awesome.
But say first time I got incarcerated, I was about 13. You know, I got sent to West Central in Troy. Over weed. I decided to bring a bowl and some weed to school my 7th grade year and get high before I went to school, and somebody told on me and got caught and blah blah blah. But really it's been a roller coaster, man, going in and out of the system, getting clean, getting right back on it, going back around people I thought were my friends when they're not your friend if they're going to give you something.
Yeah.
Misery loves company.
And at the time,
Yeah,
they
hell
were
yeah,
our
it does.
friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think at the time that they're definitely our friends.
Yeah.
That's the insanity of it.
Ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was 20 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
that's it's been this past 2 years has been the only upside of my whole life, and that's just because I've gotten clean.
Mm.
But from 13 till 18, I can even tell you, I was kicked out of school, I was expelled, I was in and out of jail nonstop for all substance use.
Yeah.
All failing drug tests, getting
Mm.
busted,
Yeah.
trafficking
Well,
charges, and
he was in the juvenile detention. He was in the juvenile system.
Yeah.
Got you.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And like, it's crazy because even as an addict, you know, you'd think that having law enforcement in your house would steer you away from that.
Yeah.
My mom's boyfriend was a sheriff for Mercer County,
Oh. Okay.
and that never once stopped me from anything. Countless trips he took me to Troy.
Mm.
And I mean, it's about 16, I started really getting into heroin, getting into Oxycontin. I was full-blown junkie by 18.
Oh.
Never on a needle though. Never on a needle. But I was hitting licks, stealing shit, fucking people over, selling dope, got indicted on like 34 different charges when I was 18.
Been there. Indicted, but-
Ended up doing 5 years. My son, he was about 3 months old at the time.
Yeah.
Went to the joint, did my time, got out, was clean for maybe a year, and started doing meth. I did meth before. I mean, first time I tried meth, I was 14. And my buddy's dad was cooking it. They were the big fucking meth dealers of Mercer County, you know. But I got out of the joint, was on papers for about a year, and just started going hard on it. And, you know, fucking 15 years later, where'd the time go? For one.
Shit.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
How many numbers do you have?
One.
One?
I have one number.
Man, I thought you went back a second time, bro.
No, I just did quite a bit of county time.
Yeah.
That sounds like my brother. My brother's got quite a few numbers.
Yeah. Mine's
a bunch of county
686-237. I can't get that number out of my fucking head.
You probably never will.
I mean,
No, hell no.
reminder, realistically, like I've never been to prison, but I've been like on the verge of going there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if I would have never changed my ways or the things that I was doing in my life, I definitely would have either ended up there or in a grave.
Like the past 10 years, 15 years, I was a tweaker. For sure a tweaker. I didn't do nothing else besides meth and smoke weed. But I've done some crazy shit. I mean, I've brought a half pound of meth and a pistol back from New Orleans. Yeah, tweaking in a big city, not knowing anybody because you're there working.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I've never killed anybody driving across the country. I mean, I had shit folded up in a dollar bill I kept in my wallet, so I didn't have to crush it up when I was driving. It was already crushed up. I fucking toot some and be good to go for the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been homeless from it twice. Lived in a pop-up camper. The place I'm at now, we moved in November. I me and my family was living with my mother for the past year and a half due to, me getting high and getting busted and whatnot. But I'd say about 2017. Yeah, it'd be 2017 because I got out of prison in 2015. So 2017 is really when it became like a necessity. I need to do this or I'm not going to be able to get up for work in the morning. I'm not going to be able to function normal. I'm just going to want to sleep.
Yep.
I mean, it was a motherfucker, really. Really the thing that got me sober was in 2022, I had 3 incidents within a month where I fell asleep in my flatbed truck on 127. I hit a guardrail, flipped it 4 times into the ditch, no seatbelt on. I walked away from it. A week later, my Dodge Ram, I fell asleep, went to the ditch, smacked the mailbox. That one wasn't a big deal. I'd say about 2 to 3 weeks later, I was in my mom's Honda Pilot, coming back from Salina on 118, fell asleep, hit a pole head on, flipped end over end.
Oh.
Trapped inside the car. That is what I've always been, a religious person, spiritual person, but that is what really got my brain hooked on it. Got me hooked on who my savior is. That night, I wrecked my mom's Pilot. I was up for about 4 weeks, fell asleep. Well, I was trapped in the car. The front of the car was on fire. I don't know how. I tried getting out of the motherfucker, and I couldn't. I was stuck between the steering wheel and the seat. My legs wouldn't come out. Something pulled me out the passenger window. The only explanation I have is it was my Lord and Savior. I'd say about a month, 3 months later, I get a knock on my front door, not thinking anything of it. I'm not breaking the law. I ain't doing nothing. They ain't got me on shit. Look out my window and it's Greenville PD standing there. I'm like, okay, whatever, he's not here for me. Probably my dog got out or some dumb shit. I answered the door. I had a warrant for trespassing. I used to do a lot of dumpster diving. Well, in the state of Ohio, getting in a dumpster is illegal.
Yes, it is.
No shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, even though it's in the
It's trash.
Yes. It's still considered stealing because you're going on their property into the dumpster that business is paying for, and you're not allowed in it. It's the truth.
It's considered property of Rumpke at that point.
There you go. Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. But we was even in the garage smoking a bubble when they came to the house. And I seen them out the window. I put the bubble on the windowsill, went to the door, answered it, no issue. You got a warrant for your arrest, blah, blah, blah. Arrested me. I had an 8-ball on me and gave me a felony 3 possession or aggravated possession of meth. Went to the county jail. Another spiritual encounter sitting in the county jail where I was told sitting in the holding cell by something that was not human, and it was standing in front of my door telling me everything's going to be all right. This is what you needed. Get this. Been talking to my old lady prior to this for weeks. I need to get clean. We need to get clean. Our kids deserve better than this. I prayed the night before I got arrested to help me get clean. I went to jail.
Yeah.
This is going to choke me up. I'm just letting you know. But went to jail. I had that encounter. I sat in there 3 weeks. My wife bailed me out. Then on my son's 12th birthday, they are back at the door a week later, arresting me on the same charge I just got bonded out on. But went to jail, got out the next day. Since my eye opener really was the car wrecks. There's no reason, no physical reason. This goes against everything that fucking science will tell you. That first wreck, I should have been dead.
Yeah.
The sheriffs told me, standing at the scene, waiting for my buddy to come pick me up, I've never seen an accident this bad where you just walk away. I didn't have a seatbelt on. I walked away from it. The pilot, I just shared the pictures the other day because it was a memory of the pilot. I hit that pole so hard there was no fucking windows in that thing. The roof was caved in. Didn't have a seatbelt on there either. Shouldn't have walked away from that. My clean date is March 9th of 2023. That's the day the cops came to the house and I answered the door. Have not used since. I've actually, shortly after I got out of jail, I was cleaning my truck out. I found a 1/2 ounce stuck between the center console and my driver's seat. I took it straight inside and flushed it down the toilet.
Oof.
Like there was no
Desire.
to this day, there has been no I want to get high or maybe I can do it this once. That's not ever registering in my brain. Like I'm completely cool on that whole lifestyle. Like I just want to be a lame ass dad and sit at home with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Last dad.
You know, I talk about that all the time, man. Like, me and Kim really don't leave the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I've had my fun. I've got my felonies. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
go at home and fucking, this is my safe place.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Found what
Most
works for
definitely.
me, and, you know, everything I got now, it's what I used to pray for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All I ever wanted was to be happy, like true happiness. And
That's a motherfucker right there, man. Once you actually feel that and you actually are able to fucking comprehend, man, you start crying when you see a fucking bird flying. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? This is normal.
Or we shower cry.
You get vulnerable in there. You know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't know that whole emotional roller coaster, man, when you're
Yeah.
able to actually feel shit, you know, and I know most of my issues is my doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
99% of them is my doing. I'd say my stepdad killing himself definitely had an effect on me. My dad being in prison, my dad being a friend instead of a dad had an effect on me.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt can tell you stories about my dad that would probably have you mind blown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know here in the past year or so, something that happened as a kid that we should have been in a lot of fucking trouble for, man. It's been really getting to me a lot, dude. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because I'm clean or if that's because I genuinely won't I hurt a person like that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's scary to think that, you know, there's that monster inside you. You know what I mean? You know, and she taught me this, you know, and she did it with her addiction. Like, she's like, we're never going to be rid of it, right? We have to learn to coexist with it. You know, so when it comes to my mental health, my addiction, whatever it is, I've had to learn to coexist with it. Like, just because those thoughts are there, that doesn't mean I have to act on them anymore. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
for sure.
Now, do I feel? See, and I think that's why that shit weighs heavy on us too, though, because it's genuine remorse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're finally taking accountability for the shit we've done in our lives, and that's why guilt and shame is so heavy. But that's where that forgiveness comes in, man.
Making amends too. Like, you have to make amends with yourself and the things. If you can't make amends with the person or the people that you've harmed, you got to make amends within yourself, so that way, like, you're able to let go of those things that you did. Like, I did some horrible ass shit in my, you know what I mean, in my days, like, and I've been through some horrible ass shit. But like, sometimes we have to make amends.
Absolutely.
Internally, like, and self-forgiveness, starts with that, right? And a lot of people's like, I don't know how to forgive myself. I don't know how to forgive myself,
I do it by the way I live.
Yeah, you just got to do better for yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do living amends, man.
it starts with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you guys did when you guys were younger that almost had you in tears, but like,
Yeah.
he's got to find some type of peace with it. You know what I mean? Like, and you do, and it's probably good that you're starting, it's coming to you now. It must mean that you need to address it. You know what I mean? Within you. That's signs that you're growing and you're getting better.
Yep.
It's good.
We just used to be fucking angry kids, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Angry at everything.
Yeah, my dad, like, we'd go out looking for fights.
Yeah.
We fucking get high and go look for people to fight. That was.
And you didn't care who it was. Like, you guys just take it out on anybody that you could take it out on.
Anyone that gave us a reason.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds like you guys had anger issues and resentment.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, I've said it before, like, the first resentment I truly ever had was against God.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, the night my dad died, I couldn't ever get it out of my head. Why would God do this to me? Why was I in the car with him? Like, all these thoughts, right? Like, now I understand, like, he saved my life that night because I was in that car. And Mom came and got me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? God was working in my life before I even, I guess I wanted to acknowledge it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he always is. We just don't want to admit that he's there. You know what I mean? Or we don't want to admit that there's something greater than ourselves that actually could help us spiritually.
Shit, because back then it was greater than me. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what's best for me. It might be in that spoon or the straw, but yeah, I'm with you. Like, I started at a very, early age too, only because I only did it because my brothers were doing it. My mom was an alcoholic. My dad was, he was a piece of shit too, God rest his soul, but like, he wasn't a good person. He was a drug addict, alcoholic, but like, fuck, I've seen some hasty ass shit in my lifetime too, and then I've done some hasty ass shit.
For sure.
We've talked about it before on here, like, back when we were younger, there was no education on addiction.
No.
Like,
no.
That was normal back then.
It was the DARE program bringing you pictures of drugs and telling you what they look like.
Yeah, just say no. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. The fuck's this teddy bear going to do?
Yeah. Rebecca said both of our dads was. Yes, they were. And they were friends, Becky. They were friends. And, we did. Like, we saw some shit. But I get it. So how did you guys work through that as friends? Like, did you guys just get worse, or did you guys grow apart? Like, what made you guys want to just go out and hurt people?
Just being teenagers. Thinking we was tough.
Gotcha.
We considered it fun.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So it was a boy thing. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep. And like, My mom is my angel. She really is. She's the best thing that
No.
there is in my eyes.
Yeah.
She never once turned her back on me after fucking 25 years of heartache and disappointment. You know what I mean?
That's a good mom.
She never once missed a visit when I was in prison. Brought my son to see me every Sunday. I mean, even in the county jails, the same way. Would answer my phone call every time I called. If it wasn't, she definitely had a big impact on my sobriety this time. Being that she's older, I was just looking at 3 years in prison, and my mom's 70 years old. If I go, who knows that I will see my mom again.
Yeah, absolutely.
They ain't gonna let me out to go put her in the ground, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Man.
now you get a chance to make amends with her too, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, I have. That's already done, man. And the same with Kylie, same with Cyrus and the twins, even though me and Kylie was both using, but she wasn't a user's a user, but she wasn't a full-blown addict like me. You know what I mean? She wasn't the one that had a half ounce in her pocket at all times and hiding shit. So when I ran out, I could go get this other stash and fucking be good until I could go re-up and
yeah.
Go hide in the garage.
Yep, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Go tear apart transmission and shit. Just go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Just to see what broke.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking A. But no, man, me being sober, this is the longest I've been sober since I was a kid. When I was in prison, yeah, right, I was fucked up on hooch all the time, gang banging and fucking doing Suboxones. It's
Yeah.
no. This time is actually being sober. And me being angry all the time, I thought that's just my dad's angry all the time. Well, maybe I'm just an asshole like he is. But no, it was 3 months into getting sober and my feelings started coming back. I started caring a lot more about everything. And then I didn't go to church at that time. We actually met these people at a park that invited us to a church. And he came up to me. He's a 83-year-old man came up to me. He goes, I can tell that you have been through a lot. Do you know who Jesus Christ is? Yeah, I do. I do. But why are you coming up to me? Well, come to find out, this is probably the holiest person on the planet. Has never cussed. He doesn't listen to nothing but gospel music. He's just a down-to-earth, good-hearted person. But I found my relationship back with God. I got my relationship with my mom. Me and my dad are better than what we was. A tweaker and an asshole don't go together. It's just no. But me and Kylie haven't fought since I got clean. Not one argument, not one misunderstanding. Me and Cyrus, I don't keep nothing from that boy. He's been through too much already. So I talk to him just like I'm talking to you guys. Then me and him have made amends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the job I'm at now, I used to know these people when I was all fucked up. And just them giving me an opportunity for my third time to work there. Not just once, third time. The first two, I left. I showed up and I said, no, fuck this. I need to go get high and left.
Yeah.
But they gave me another opportunity. He he has already told me that if there's anything I need that will help me stay clean, to let him know. Like it's just, it was extremely overwhelming with all the emotions and everything that was happening on a short amount of time. And needless to say, we started going back to church. I got my relationship even better with God. And I give all the glory to him. He is why I'm here. He is why I'm sober. He is why I am the dad to the 3 kids that live here. He is the reason why I'm a husband to Kylie. He's the reason why I'm alive right now.
So
And that all goes.
what was that
None of this
moment?
would have happened if I didn't get sober. You know what I mean? I would have never found my God that I needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that moment like for you when you had someone believe in you when you couldn't believe in yourself?
That's a good question.
You kind of put it off at first. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you've had people talk so much. And then when somebody actually means it, you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
But that feeling is overwhelming. I mean, I don't know any other words but that one.
You said by 13 that you were already using cocaine and pills at that age. Did it feel
Yeah.
normal, or did you know things were getting out of control?
Felt normal to me. I mean, growing up, man, that's all the kind of fucking shows we watched. That's all the music we listened to. This shit was normal.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you grow up in a household of people that use already. Like, that shit was normal for us. Like, I got Becky, she's watching, and like we're childhood friends. Like, we grew up together. And we grew up in households that, my dad, both of our dads had pot farms, and they did pills,
Yeah.
and they were alcoholics, and like that shit's normal. Whenever it's like you said, we didn't back then. Like, they didn't teach addiction. Addiction wasn't even a thing. Like, they didn't say, "Oh, you better quit doing that. You're gonna become an addict." They were like, "Here, do this. It's okay."
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting around bonfires and going to creeks and stealing your parents' alcohol and going back there and getting weed. That shit was just normal growing up. And I think that it's not talked about still to this day enough, and it could be talked about more. But
We trying.
that's why we do it. That's why we're doing what we do, because like this is real life, and instead of stigmatizing it, like, we want to get it out there to where like people were more knowledgeable, and that maybe it did start off as a choice for most of us, but once it took us over, it wasn't a choice anymore.
Right.
It chose me. I didn't choose it for realistically. Like, I think it was chosen for me the day I come out the womb. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. But we, realistically, like, we're not taught it. And then, when we start at an early age, or we just start doing it, I didn't have that guidance. That's for sure.
No, my guidance was there doing it with me.
Yeah. Same. My dad was estranged, like, after him and my mom split up, and then I finally did get, he did finally come back into my life. Like, that was the first thing that we would do together, was get high. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like,
it wasn't until the opioid epidemic even started, when oxys, really were coming to its end, where like you even begin to hear about treatment.
Yeah.
Like, there was no counseling, there was no treatment, there was nothing.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I've been in counseling my fucking entire life since 7th grade for smoking weed.
Yep.
My entire entire life until I was 33. But I don't. That whole time, it was just bullshit. You know,
Yeah.
the counselors, they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
Hmm.
And really, you have a counselor trying to preach to you about, granted, it wasn't nothing hard, it was just some weed, but trying to preach to you about what it does and what it don't do to you. And a motherfucker can't even tell you what it feels like.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember my first trip out to San Diego. The counselor I had, she was never an addict, anything like that, and you know, I'm still like this young prideful asshole, right? I know everything, and I remember talking to my RA at the time, Matt, the Mexican dude, man, cool as fuck. Wise.
Shout out to Mutt.
He was wise. Well, I was like, man, like she's not even an addict. Like, how is she supposed to relate to me at all? Like, she truly don't know what I'm going through. And he's like, well, maybe you're looking at it the wrong way.
Yeah.
He was like, maybe you need to look at it as you can learn from someone who never had to do it. You know what I mean? At that time, I was like, that's bullshit. But now looking at it, like, I understand what he was saying.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people still go through that to this day. They're like, I don't want to be counseled by somebody who's going to get their information out of a book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I want somebody that's been through the same shit, you know,
A lot of
experience
people do.
firsthand.
Yeah. I always used to tell my people, like, they would stay open-minded, you know, kind of like you just said.
Yeah.
You might learn something from them. They might be able to, you know, give you some knowledge. Even if you don't walk away with something, you might walk away with just a pinch of something that might help you that day.
Right. Right.
She taught me, like the science to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
It just takes sometimes for somebody to be kind and listen.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's
Yeah.
just all somebody needs. It's just for you to just sit there and just listen.
I mean, but at that
Yeah.
time, I wasn't ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was part of me that wanted to quit, but at the same time, like, I knew I wasn't done.
Yeah.
Like, I made it up in my mind before I went home, like, as long as I don't do heroin, I'm good. You know what I mean?
I'll just do meth and sell heroin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cook meth and sell heroin, and I'll be all right, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone.
Now I can't live without speedballing. Yeah.
Right. And insanity, you know what I mean? Like, and we think that's great ideas at the time.
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to quit until I didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too.
And then I would be like, oh, I'm going to do the rest of this. And then I'm like, fuck, I better go get some more before I run out, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Something.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's always something.
So before we came on, you said you help your church out. How you do that?
I help counselor.
And how long you been doing that?
The month. Well, roughly 5 weeks.
Oh, how many people do you see?
There's been 3.
Oh. Do you like it? Like, are you getting anything from it? Is it helping you in return?
I don't know. I mean, my mind's pretty fucking set on what I'm doing regardless. You know, there's not really, I don't think I can get any more into my burnout brain the way it is. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know. This is what I want to do. This is my life. I don't want to be fast no more.
Want to slow down and take it all in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same. Because, like, you know, I'm not getting any younger, and I feel like my life was leaving me behind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm with you on that. I want to just slow down, and I want to take every bit of it in, every second.
I don't know.
Like,
we was just talking before we came on, and she was like, man, it's been almost 8 years. You know, like, I stop and think about it. I'm like, Where the fuck did the time go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 years. Like,
It's crazy to think I've been down here for 8 years.
it's crazy to think that I was living on the streets in the same town, couch surfing, and now I have a home and I'm sitting and talking to people about like their journeys. And I've been a counselor, I've been a peer supporter, like, and now I'm a case management specialist who works from home. And I have a car, I have dogs, and I get to
Yeah.
see my kids, and I'm very, very grateful for all the great things I have in my life. And I'm 142 pounds, you know what I mean? And I was 60 when I first started my journey. Like, who the fuck does that, right?
Yeah.
Like, sorry,
Right.
excuse my French, but like, who does that?
I got a
Yeah.
job that depends on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a boss. What the fuck, dude? I couldn't hold a job 8 years ago.
Right.
Like, I'm not staying out of a job no longer than a month. I can't. If
And-
I'm sick, I'm
Yeah.
not. You know what I mean?
Right. And these are all the gifts of sobriety. And like, and you're talking about this is what you want to do. And like, it's only going to continue to get better for you as long as you keep diving into what it is that if you have a passion for helping other people, let God guide you, right? Let God guide
Yeah.
you in that direction and keep doing what you're doing. Because listen, your story, like, I know this is your first time doing it, but like once you get to telling it so many times and you dig into these little details, and sometimes those littlest details is what helps a person the most, because you're going to connect with somebody out there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We've all been homeless. We've all couch surfed. We've all smoked bubbles. We've all, if you're a drug addict, 90% of us have done it all.
Everything.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah.
There's probably a few drugs I can name that I haven't done, but it's rare. You know what I mean?
Like, I
I
always
don't
say that my darkest moments are my brightest light to other people. You know what I mean? The shit I never thought I would, could, or should have survived. Like, that's what helps me inspire other people now,
Yeah.
to let them know that there is hope.
Yeah, you
You
have
know what I
to.
mean?
Yeah.
You have to. Whether it's
Because I know all of us personally, like, everyone counted us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure, man. For
We're not
sure.
supposed to be where we're at.
you're never,
And like,
even though you're sober, you're still gonna amount to nothing. I've heard that, and I'm like, okay, watch me. Let me show you something that you don't know about me. You know what I mean? I do have
Yeah.
determination, and I can make something out of myself. You know what I mean? Like, having those people that believe in you when you don't believe in yourself actually does help. And especially when you're at your lowest and you're sitting in a holding cell and you've got handcuffs on, and like I said, 60 pounds, and you don't have a home, and you've lost your kids for the second time in your life, and you have nothing. You have nothing. I had nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
Look.
Nothing. What's the worst that was going to
Fine.
happen? I was going to fucking fail at it. I mean, I
Yeah.
already failed.
I'm already at bottom.
What do you want me to do? Like, I couldn't fall no further. There was no more falling for me. Like, I done hit that stop wherever it was at, and like I was sitting there, and I knew that I had to change. I knew I had to change, do something different with my life in order to do something, to be better, to just be better. I wanted better.
I do want to say this crazy though, how you were saying that last wreck, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
prayed, and the next day you got arrested.
Yeah.
So I think it was a day or two before I got my violation. I OD'd in my bathroom, and the girl I was selling to, like, she wasn't even supposed to be there. You know what I mean? She came in, Narcan me, saved my life, dude. I remember waking up and I'm fucking crying on this bathroom floor, and I'm like, God, just take me or save me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Boom, go to jail. And
Yeah.
then I sit down with Lou Schiavone, man, and because like I'm trying to manipulate Steph. I'm gonna lose my apartment. I'm gonna lose my job. I don't even have a fucking job,
Yeah.
but she thinks I have a job. You know what I mean? Or at least I tell her I
Yep.
have a job. And I'm sitting there with Lou, and he's like, "Matt, it all comes down to two words."
You're
He said,
calling
"My
me-
conduct." You know, so go back to the pod. You ain't got nothing to do in there but fucking think, right?
Yep.
Think, walk, laps. So
Walking the laps in the pod.
So I really start digging into what he said to me, right? I'm like, the way I talk to myself, the way I treat myself, the way I talk to other people, treat other people, that's my fucking conduct. Like, I need to start taking accountability for being who I am. But
Yeah.
being in treatment 4 times before, I got to start facing everything I didn't want to before, right?
Yeah.
I finally got to start digging into these demons that have fucking driven me to have these behaviors.
Right.
Man, 8 years later, man.
He said, "Here I am 8 years later," and it wasn't easy. Like
Yeah.
recovery. Whoever says recovery is easy, it is not. Don't. It's not. It's all about what you put into it, right? And how much work
Yeah.
you're willing to put in within yourself and for yourself. That
That all
matters.
comes down if you really want it or not.
Yeah,
That's it.
and you have to be willing. Willingness is shit. If you're not willing,
Yeah.
don't even start. I mean, you might fail a couple times, but like, just don't give up, man. Like, don't give up. Keep coming back, and just know that you're worth it. Like, I wish somebody would, I probably heard that quite a few times when I was in, active addiction. Like, you're worth it. You're worth it. But
Yeah. And my mom.
It has to click. It has
Yeah.
to click in your brain. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We've all heard that by somebody, you're worth it. But it has to
why
actually
don't you love
register.
yourself enough? That was another one that everybody. Why don't you? Why don't I love myself? I'm a piece.
Yeah.
In my head, I was a piece of shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit mom. I'm not a good person. The only person I think about is myself. I'm selfish. And all these. It's hard to come up out of that bucket. You know what I'm saying? Hard to come up out of that bucket.
Yes, it is.
So what does recovery look like for you today, and what tools or support helps
What
help
recovery looks like for me today?
Yes, what does recovery look like for you today?
What do you mean as in what does it look like?
What's it look like? How do you stay sober? What's your community, your recovery community look like, or your connection with people?
Julie's calling. My recovery community is most definitely
Church.
my God, not church. I could do
Okay.
It's my God, I do go to church every Sunday, but that's more of a routine. Probably up front, she's called twice. But God is definitely my foundation. Most definitely that's what it's built upon. After that, it's myself, my kids, my wife, my family, my dog, just my freedom.
Yeah.
Being able to be the actual caring person that I was intended to be instead of having to have a mask on and do drugs to be a hard ass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, my mom, she's my angel. She really is. I know my wife, I can talk to her about anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love you too, bud. There's been a couple times where she's came up to me and is like, oh man, feeling kind of tired today. Yeah, well, you'll be all right. Take a B12.
Yeah. I feel like I'm tired every day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Getting old, man. Shit.
Do what?
So we're in our 30s now. It's real.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
30s, guys.
Oh, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
Now.
Look, I am now 300 pounds.
I mean, listen.
That is back to the weight I was before I went to prison in 2010. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's definitely a good thing. Instead of you know, 180 pounds, and I'm just not built for 180 pounds.
I don't say, man. I think the last time I seen you, I probably weighed, whopping 100, and you were maybe like 150.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Fuck yeah. Look, I ain't never wore a medium shirt in my life until
Yeah.
meth got involved.
Yeah.
oh man.
But
Oh,
no, talking like I talk like this every day to my coworkers. Everybody at work knows that, you know, I just got busted a couple years ago. I was on probation. I had to go to counseling. You know, they knew all that shit. They knew what it was for. I don't hide shit from nobody. The whole church knows what I got arrested for. They, you know what I mean? I don't hide it from nobody. But I talk just like we are right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I talk at work to these guys, and that's definitely a lot helpful too. Especially because, you know, these guys, it's a blue collar job. You know, they've dealt with alcohol or something along the lines in their life at some point.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
my work's definitely a big thing.
This one.
How has your outlook on life changed now you're living in recovery?
Look, I am happy. Like, I'm genuinely happy. As I was saying earlier, man, when I first got sober, just the emotions, you know, feeling happiness for the first time when you're actually feeling it, not masking it. You know what I mean? I really don't get mad about shit no more. I'm constantly smiling, constantly happy.
I feel that. Me too. That's the first thing Matt asked me when we spent our first night together. He woke up the next morning. He said, "Do you always wake up this happy?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm still not a morning person, man.
He's not, but I am, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now look, 5:30 every morning, buddy. Wide awake. My bedtime's in about an hour, so
Yeah.
All right, we'll get through these. If you could speak to the version of yourself sitting in that county jail cell, what would you tell him now?
now which time sitting in the jail cell?
I don't know, just pick one. What would you say? What
Um,
would you say to him now? Your younger version.
I'd say before I went to prison, it'd been pointless to talk to me. That's what my fate was. My dad went to the joint. I'm going there. It is what it is. Being in the county after prison, standing in that, looking in that little ass fucking mirror, you know,
Mhm.
I'd probably tell myself that I need to find myself, find God again.
Yeah,
Really, that's it.
find yourself and find God again. That's good.
Yeah, you know, he was never lost. I shouldn't say that. He was never lost. I was. You know what I mean? He just needed to pull me back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I feel like we're always chasing that version of ourselves that we feel we left behind. But not really realizing by the time that we reach that we think that we might reach that person no longer exists. You know what I mean? And we have to start building this new person, this new perspective. It's like we have to rebuild ourselves into the person that we choose to be or want to be. Whether it's a good person or you can be a shitty person, or you can be one of them fake ass people who walk around trying to fake it through life. But
Yeah.
by the time we do catch up to ourselves, we are we have to really face it that person that we left way back there years and years ago, that person doesn't exist anymore. So just trying to rebuild yourself and reshape yourself into the person that you know that you can be is a beautiful thing. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
Yeah.
for me, it was finally figuring out who I really am. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not what somebody tells me I am, I get to define who I am, right? I get to make my own choices. Nothing drives me to. They're my choices. Everything I have
Yep.
now, I've busted my ass for. Like nobody can take that from me. You know, like I'm not fucking angry all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I look like, man, I have a bad day at work and like I come home and like normally she helps, but like one of my main coping skills is looking at everything I got. You know what I mean? I can't help but be grateful for it because there was times when I didn't have anything. I never
Yeah, for sure.
everything I have now 8 years ago, I never thought it was possible, right? I'm gonna die and that's my fate.
Yeah, but you have to have those skills. Like in as you're building your beautiful self into this person that you want to be, do you want to be a shitty person or do you want to be an honest person? I want to be an honest person, right? I want to be a kind person who, has empathy and compassion for other people, but not way too much. You know what I mean? I want to be a person who knows how to set boundaries and know my boundaries. Like
Yeah.
those are all things I didn't think about way back there. I wasn't thinking about none of that shit. My mom wasn't like, hey, depression is this. Let's go. You know what I mean? They should put me on Prozac at 14 when I tried to kill myself. You know what I mean? I overdosed on all kinds of pills and they put me on Prozac and I was allergic to it. You know what I mean? So my
Yeah.
first experience with, to deal with stuff like that was like, I had a terrible experience. So I ran from that shit.
Yeah.
I ran from counseling. I ran from, antidepressant meds and, of all these reasons as to why, like, I probably shouldn't talk about why I didn't want to talk about the shit that I needed to talk about. But when I met, like, me in today, 8 years ago, like, I built myself into somebody that I wanted to be, a good person.
Yeah.
Somebody I can be proud of. And it's not that he's going to be proud of me or anybody else, somebody I can be proud of.
Yeah. You find your self-worth
Yes.
is really,
And,
yeah.
yeah. And, and it's empowering, you know what I mean? And that's what recovery does for people, that especially if you take it seriously and you learn all these great things that can make you who you want to be or help you become who you want to be. And finding God, definitely. Oh my God. I used to pray to Jesus the whole time walking through the treatment facility, like, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. And most of the times it was like, to accept these bitches I cannot change.
Yeah.
And that's what I would
Yeah.
say. You know what I mean? But like I learned so much from my experiences, and I learned, especially this time, and as we all do, and being grateful is one of those things that I try to do every day, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
With the help of God, realistically.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to realize that there's a difference between religion and spirituality.
Yeah.
You don't, yeah. People, sometimes people get it mixed up.
Yeah.
And it's a God of your understanding.
Completely agree.
Yeah. And it's a God of your understanding. And it's however you want to praise Jesus. And I praise Jesus right here in my head. And have conversations. You know what I mean? Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
My
Look,
God,
I thank him.
yeah, I do.
I thank him. I thank him every morning and every night. I thank him throughout the day. Like, that's definitely the foundation of my sobriety is my Lord and Savior, really. And I mean, yeah, I cuss. I'm not a saint, but that's not who he came for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't come for the saints.
No.
Yeah.
My God justice too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He talks the same way I do because that's
Yeah.
what, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's probably asked me how fucking stupid can you be today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Realistically. Like just be easy on yourself. And I'm glad I got to hear your story, for real. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me, for real.
All right.
I definitely have watched you guys multiple times, so.
Yay!
Hey, what message do you want to leave for someone listening who feels like they've used too long or they're too far gone to change?
Oh,
Look, you are never too far gone, ever. For one, and for two, you can always change. There's always change. There's always room for improvement.
oh,
For three, it's just if you want it and you want to do it. I mean, the shit don't come overnight.
yeah.
You know, the mental aspect you might not have an issue with, you know what I mean? But the mental thing might not hit until you're physically beat down and then you click, oh shit, I want to get high.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But keep pushing forward. I mean, the grass is definitely greener on the other side.
It is. It is. It may not seem like it at the time, guys. It may not seem like it at the time, but listen, it's definitely greener. And you can
Yeah,
do like
fuck.
that, and you can mow it this way or this
Yeah,
way.
fuck these people that say it's the same color on the other side. Bullshit.
Yeah, you can make it as beautiful as you want to make it, for real. So,
Yep. Hell yeah.
Don't give up.
Man, I'm proud of you, bro. This is all.
Hey, I'm proud of you too, brother, man. Thank you for having me, dude. For real.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You get a hold of me anytime you need me, man.
No.
Will do, brother, man. Will do.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate
All right.
you.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. That was Spencer. Wednesday, we have Cassie coming on to share her story. I'm super excited, but it will not be until 8 because she works. So it'll be 8 to 9:30 this Wednesday. Don't miss it. And then Friday, we have Raw and Real Fridays with me, Matt, and Jay. Don't miss that. We're going to be talking about some pretty good stuff. So we're going to need our listeners to chime in and to give us some good comments. I got a juicy segment coming up for that.
Real juicy.
Real juicy. It will be real juicy. Real juicy. No, for real. Join us Wednesday for Cassie, 8 to 9:30.
Of course, like always, go check out the merch, Echoes of Recovery. The link's on our page.
Yep, links on our page. And also go like and follow the YouTube page. All episodes are uploaded to the YouTube page.
To the YouTube.
Yep, and I will be making a shirt for Spencer and honor Spencer's episode tonight. And if anybody has any requests for a shirt that they want made, just reach out to me. Let me know. I will make it and I will post it in the store.
And as always, if you guys know anybody that wants to come on and share their story, or if you want to, please reach out to us. We will get you scheduled and we will get your voice heard because your voice does matter.
It does. It does. I think I don't have any openings left. I may have one opening. I think there was a cancellation. Something come up for somebody. So I think I have another opening in February. So if you guys know anybody who wants to share, let us know. Just reach out to us. We're willing to get you guys put in there or somebody put in there. So that way you guys can come on and share your story. We love hearing all stories.
National championship time?
National championship time, guys. Don't forget, check out the YouTube, the merch store, and join us on Wednesday with Cassie. 8 to 9:30. Okay, bye.
Double.